technology that is built for your every sense. Acer Pure from Acer.
Court, where the Apex Court modified its 11th August order on stray dogs. In what is being seen as a supreme relief for dog lovers, the Apex Court modified its August 11th order. A three-judge bench of the Supreme Court today ordered that picked-up dogs should be sterilized, vaccinated and released back in the same locality. However, those infected with rabies or exhibiting aggressive behavior will not be released. There is also going to be action against individuals or organizations obstructing the municipal authorities from picking up the dogs after this order. Remember, on the 11th of August, the Apex Court had prohibited the release of stray dogs from dog shelters, the stray dogs that are picked up from Delhi NCR. Let's in fact take you through the key takeaways of the Supreme Court's verdict. This is what the court said. The order's ambit has been now expanded beyond Delhi NCR to cover the entire country. The court also spoke of a national stray dog policy. August 11th order of the top court ignited protests by animal activists and dog lovers. They welcomed the decision of the top court today. Emotional scenes were witnessed outside the Supreme Court. While on one hand, public feeding has been banned, the Supreme Court has allowed adoption of stray dogs by animal lovers through an application with the MCD.
सर, इससे बड़ी बात नहीं हो सकती। हम लोग इतने खुश हैं। हम लोग 10-11 दिन से घर छोड़ के सर हम सोए नहीं है सर, हम सोए नहीं है सच में। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ये भी कहा जय श्री राम। सर, पब्लिक फीडिंग तो वैसे भी लोग अलाउ नहीं करते थे अपने घर के सामने। अब हम खुश हैं तो कि हमें एक जगह मिल जाएगी और हम बोलेंगे ये हमारे डॉग्स की जगह है। तो लोग अपने घर के सामने वैसे ही नहीं अलाउ करते थे, तो अब ये टाइम है कि हम बताएं कि ये हमारी जगह है और हम खिलाएंगे यहाँ पे।
बहुत बड़ा रिलीफ, बहुत बड़ा रिलीफ, बहुत बड़ा, मतलब हम एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सकते। 10-11 दिन से हम लोग किस ट्रॉमा में जिए, कैसे जिए, कुछ नहीं पता। सिर्फ रोए नहीं सोए। ये मतलब हमारी क्या जीत है, ये तो सत्य की जीत है। ये बच्चों के साथ न्याय कैसे हो सकता था? आप भी समझ सकते कैसे हो सकता था। महादेव के बच्चे, हमारा कल्चर, हमारी सनातन संस्कृति कैसे पॉसिबल था? नहीं था पॉसिबल। और सुप्रीम कोर्ट के डिसीजन का बहुत बड़ा समर्थन करते हैं।
The emotions were running high, emotions have been running high. You can see people here informing their parents, explaining them that finally the struggle of those 10 days have finally come to an end, and we'll also try and understand, try and talk to the people who are trying, who are doing it. Ma'am, I completely understand that emotions are running high, they have been running high. How do you see this vortex? It has been more than 10 days since you guys were protesting on the roads. How do you see this particular thing? What first reaction?
Yeah, we haven't slept in last 10 days or eaten properly, and we were expecting for a balanced order because suo motu was not something which was in animals' welfare or as well as human welfare. So right now we are kind of, I don't know, relieved. Right now we are high on emotions. I don't know what to say. Yes.
So, as they are saying they're high on emotions, they were high on the hopes earlier as well, and there are other people also. You can see explaining people, telling them, trying, dialing people. People are here from different states as well, and we'll also try and understand the people who are organizing this entire thing. We have with us the animal writer. They are also wearing the t-shirts of Save Delhi Dogs. This was a t-shirt that they have been wearing from almost 10 days. Sir, finally the verdict has come. Your first reaction to that?
We are very, very happy. From last 10 plus days, from 11th, we have been doing protests outside Supreme Court, in public places. Even a lot of people have got detained out of it, but we are so happy that it comes out in our favor. All the dogs, all the innocent dogs who got captured by MCD illegally, who are already sterilized and vaccinated, and the order has come that they should be released as soon as possible. Any dog who, if there is any symptom of rabies, then only they will be kept inside. Otherwise, all the dogs will be released. So we are extremely happy, and this is what we needed.
So the Supreme Court has modified its 11th August order. Let me tell you what are the changes, what the Supreme Court verdict says. Picked up dogs to be vaccinated and sterilized. Supreme Court says after you vaccinate them and sterilize them, those dogs can be released in the same locality from where they were picked up. But rabid and aggressive dogs won't be released. That's what the court has made absolutely clear. Picked up dogs won't be in shelter forever. No public feeding of dogs allowed. We've seen several fights, several face-offs on dogs being fed publicly, and also leading to accidents, also leading to them biting the residents and kids. So the Supreme Court says that you cannot do it publicly, that no more feeding of the dogs publicly allowed. Dedicated feeding spaces, however, must be created. So respite and relief for the dogs and dog lovers as well. penalty as well for those who are feeding outside the designated zones. So you cannot feed the dog just about anywhere. There would be designated zones, and if you feed them outside these designated zones, then there would be penalty that would be imposed on individuals breaking this norm. Let's listen into more reactions coming in. The dog lovers, the animal lovers are all celebrating this modified verdict.
फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम मुझे लगता है कि ये बिल्कुल सही है और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने फर्स्ट टाइम कोर्ट ने ये जजमेंट देके बहुत सेफ गार्ड कर दिया है लोगों को और अडल्ट्स चिल्ड्रन दे आर चेस्ड बाय डॉग्स इवन इन क्लोज सोसाइटीज. तो हमें डर लगता है अपने बच्चों को भेजने में. आई एम रियली कंसर्न कि जो सड़क पे लोग हैं जो अंडर प्रिविलेज हैं जिनको इतनी सेफ्टी नहीं मिलती उनका क्या हाल हुआ होगा.
फीड करने वाले लोगों की गलती है जो कि यहाँ पार्क में फीड करा रहे हैं जहाँ के लोग वॉक कर रहे हैं, बड़े लोग भी हैं, बच्चे भी हैं. ये गलतियाँ उनकी हैं लेकिन उनको एक स्पेस चाहिए.
आप इन डॉग्स को स्टरलाइज करके वापस उनको उसी जगह पे छोड़ेंगे जहाँ से आपने उनको पिकअप किया. सो इट्स एज अ बिग नो टू रीलोकेशन. रेबी डॉग्स they have also to be looked after for the reason that the people cannot be put to risk. So human beings are also very important. So उन्होंने उसमें भी कह दिया, पर उसमें थोड़ा सा शायद कुछ हो सकता है कि ये म्युनिसिपल अथॉरिटीज जो हैं, मेरी तो यही रिक्वेस्ट रहेगी उनको सारी अथॉरिटीज को कि काइंडली use your humanity and not pick up all the dogs in the name of aggressive dogs.
You heard the reactions coming in, people appreciating the Supreme Court's modification of the verdict. On one hand, there is relief. On the other hand, Supreme Court has banned public feeding of stray dogs on the streets. And if someone violates it, then there will be action against such individuals.
मैं बहुत ही खुश हूँ इस फैसले के साथ. काटने का केवल एक ही वजह है और वो है कि जब कुत्ता उठा करके कहीं और फेंका जाता है. वो कुत्ता दर्द में है, घबराया हुआ है, उसको ये नहीं मालूम कि कहाँ है वो काटेगा. तो अगर ये पूरे केस का जड़ यही है कि लोग शिकायत कर रहे थे कि कुत्ते काट रहे हैं, तो मैं सहमत हूँ कि वो काट रहे थे और मैं ये भी कह रही हूँ कि वजह ये है. तो अगर फैसला ये हुआ कि उनको अपनी जगह में वापस डाला जाए एज पर द रूल्स, तो ये तो बहुत ही साइंटिफिक फैसला हुआ है और मैं बहुत खुश हूँ इस पर.
We also have a reaction coming in from Rahul Gandhi, who remember earlier had criticized Supreme Court's initial order. Supreme Court's modified order being welcomed there by Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi has called this a move progressive and compassionate. All right, so Rahul Gandhi has welcomed Supreme Court's stray dog order. Supreme Court has modified its order. Supreme Court has made it absolutely clear that dogs who've been vaccinated and sterilized would be released back to the same locality from where they were picked up. Remember, when there was a blanket order that came in that MCDs need to pick up dogs and take them to shelter homes, there was a lot of hue and cry. Rahul Gandhi also joined that movement, criticizing the Supreme Court's order. Rahul Gandhi said this is not fair on the animals, on dogs. Now Rahul Gandhi celebrating and welcoming the modified order of the Supreme Court, in which the court has said that dogs who've been sterilized and vaccinated would be released back to the same locality, but not the ones who are showing aggressive behavior. Rabid dogs would not be released. So Rahul Gandhi has put out a post on social media X. He says, I welcome the Supreme Court's revised directions on stray dogs as it marks a progressive step towards balancing animal welfare and public safety. The approach is both compassionate and rooted in scientific reasoning. Supreme Court has also made it clear that no feeding of the stray dogs will be allowed. If anybody breaks the norm, then there are going to be repercussions of that. Penalty would be imposed on such individuals. However, stray dogs can be fed in designated areas. A lot of reactions coming in from politicians, from celebrities, from the Aam Janta that says it's a balanced approach, it's a scientific approach, it's progressive, it's compassionate, and Supreme Court, of course, has kept in mind the sentiments of the animal lovers as well. During the last hearing, remember how Supreme Court also pulled up the MCD, the authority, saying that the MCDs did not do their job well, and that's the reason why today we are facing this problem. So, relief for the animal lovers, but there are some restrictions as well. in terms of penalty that will be imposed on individuals who break the norms of feeding stray dogs publicly. It can only be done in a designated area. Let me go across to our legal editor Harish, who continues to be with us on the broadcast. It's a relief for animal lovers. However, the Supreme Court has also made sure that people who had issues that stray dogs were being fed publicly outside homes, which led to an aggressive behavior when they did not get food and attacked children, attacked elderly, that has been taken care as well. Supreme Court says designated areas would be allotted where you can go and feed the strays. If you break that norm, then penalty would be there.
That's right. In fact, very well put, Swati. It's in fact a balanced order, because let me say why the dog lovers are happy. Because August 11 order said pick up a dog, shift to the dog shelter permanently, vaccinate, sterilize and keep them there itself permanently. But today's order says pick up a dog, sterilize, vaccinate and release it in the same locality. That is perfectly in tune with the Animal Birth Control Rules 2023, which advocates a compassionate, human, painless approach. And why the public suffering from dog bites are happy? Because the order, today's order says aggressive and rabies infected dogs can be shut in permanently, and dog feeding can only be at designated feeding areas which have to be earmarked in various municipal wards, and anyone feeding any dog in public or in public places or streets will be legally moved against. So that is why, as you rightly put, it's a very balanced order, and the Supreme Court has also said that we are widening the ambit. It's not just a problem confined to Delhi NCR, cities like Faridabad, Gurgaon or Noida or Ghaziabad, but nationally, because in several high courts, Swati, the same issue is pending. The Supreme Court has taken a decision that it will transfer all the proceedings to Supreme Court and evolve a national policy as far as the stray dog money is concerned. So a very significant order, keeping in mind the interests of the dog lovers, animal rights activists. At the same time, people who are suffering from dog bites, Supreme Court, remember, had taken so much cognizance, saying the menace is worsening. The Supreme Court, Justice B. Pardiwala bench had taken so much cognizance of a death of a 6-year-old girl, and the judge had asked, animal lovers can say anything, but who will bring back the dead girl? Like similarly, several other kids have died. So Supreme Court has in fact issued a very balanced order, and also saying
such
that
heartbreaking incidents, Harish, have been reported repeatedly. Supreme Court, through this order, keeping in mind the sentiments of both sides. Thank you very much, Harish, for breaking down the details and for putting things into